What up, my awesome viewers? Rio Gian here, and this is a odd comparison when you first think about it, but it actually kind of makes sense. Okay, so both of these controllers at retail price, I'm not talking about sales price because at a sale price, that's like the Wild West. I mean, this thing can be on sale for like 40 bucks, and this thing can be on sale for like 20 bucks for all that I know. But anyways, if we're talking like retail price, 100 bucks versus 100 bucks, they're both at the same price point. So I figured this is a pretty decent comparison. Okay, so on the one hand, you have the Razer Kishi, which is a very light, a very backbone inspired controller, which connects directly to your phone so that you do not have that dreaded input lag. Right? On the other hand, you have the MOGA XP7-X Plus. I think there's way too many X's that I said. But anyways, this is on paper a Bluetooth controller, which of course those dreaded Bluetooth latency lag kind of deal that does come into play. But however, you have direct input actually. So at the very bottom here, if the camera decides to focus anytime soon. Anyways, if it decides not to focus, I will tell you. There's a USB mode and then there's a Bluetooth mode. So you switch it on this way, it does Bluetooth mode. When you switch it back, it does USB mode. And when it's in USB mode, you just plug this into the phone, controller, I mean, and you plug this into your phone. And if you have a folding phone, you have a giant advantage because I don't think regular phones can do so. But if you have a folding phone, just put the fold where the USB port is up, and then you plug it in. And then it just works. And that is amazing. Like, that just works. Like that is awesome. That is just hands down awesome. There's nothing else I can say besides awesome. The fact that it just works like this directly. USB mode, not the Bluetooth mode. So I am not trying to prank you by putting Bluetooth mode and then just pretending that it works. No, this is literally just in USB mode. And it just works like that. So if you have a folding phone, this is like your giant advantage versus regular phones, because you could just put the fold up this way and plug the USB in, and you have a folding phone device that is direct input. That's not one of these things where like it looks awkward AF because it has to be folded to the bottom, and then it's like this. So where is it? There you go. Where it doesn't have to be like this anymore. I mean, if you like it like this, the more power to you. You can go ahead and get this Razer Kishi V2, and you're gonna have a much lighter controller, and you're not gonna have legit analog sticks, and you're gonna pay the same price. But hey, you know, if this is what you want, this is what you're looking for, yeah. But if you have a folding phone, I don't think, like, most people don't have folding phones, so they don't have to deal with the issue that people with folding phones do. So if you have a regular phone, it's way better. Like the Kishi V2, it's just a way better fit because it feels nice. It feels more consoleized, and everything just feels lighter. Like everything just feels lighter. Yeah. So if that's you and you have a regular phone, just don't, I guess you can still go for this, but it's like, I feel like you won't maximize its potential as much as if you have a folding phone. Like, I feel like this thing is accidentally made for folding phones for that reason that I just showed you before. Yeah, I really feel like it is, because if you have a regular phone, like it doesn't really work. You can't use that full direct input advantage because of how it's really just plugged in here like this. So I mean, it still looks good, but it's like you lose that extra direct input feature that you would have gotten had you have the folding phone, and then you can just unfold it and plug it in. And this is like, it, trust me, it looks very, very noticeable. That's like the easiest way to put it. But the fact that it does this, and it does it without having to go through Bluetooth, and you have a direct input control, and it looks good. Well, good I guess is to the eye of the beholder, but like this looks good in terms of the fact that you have a huge screen to play, you have legit analog sticks, you have good D-pad, you have good face buttons, and there's basically is basically a no compromise experience. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. When you have this controller plugged in like this, because the one compromise you could say with this particular controller is that, oh, the fact that it's only Bluetooth, but it's not. If you have a folding phone, it's actually not Bluetooth, because you can just go like this and just direct input it in there, and everything just works directly from the phone, and that is fantastic. So honestly, it kind of boils down to you. So if you have a regular phone, I would say get the Kishi V2, because the fact that you can just charge it up, and because it has the charging port, and then you can just kind of like leave your phone in there. It's like one giant console to bring with you. And I think for most people, I would say go with the Kishi V2 if you're looking for a controller you want to spend around $100, because most people will get the most enjoyment out of this versus this. Because this thing, if you have a regular phone, I honestly think you're stuck with Bluetooth. There's no way around it, because the thing just eats up the phone once it plugs in there. But if you have a folding phone, like, this is it. Like, this controller is your answer to all of your worries and problems and issues. And man, they finally made something that's for the phone. That's so awesome. That's so awesome, the fact that they finally made a controller that's accidentally made for the fold, because of just the fact that you can do this and not have to go into Bluetooth mode, and you can do direct input. That is amazing. That is freaking amazing. But yeah, so honestly, at the end of the day, that's where my opinion stands. If you have a regular phone, I say get the Razer Kishi V2. If you're shopping between these two, get this one, because you have a regular phone. You have a lot more advantage with this one here. But if you have a folding phone, go for this one. Go hands down, go for this one if you have a folding phone, because you will have the no latency experience. I'm lost for words. Okay, so you will have the no latency experience that you always wanted, and the fact that you don't have to compromise and get like these things and have the fold look like awkward AF when you plug it in. Like, that's what I want. And now that it's here, it's so awesome. And yes, this thing is very heavy, but you know, that's one of the prices you pay. I guess that's a compromise, but 2000 milliamp battery, worst comes to worst, you can actually halfway charge your Fold 3, because you know this thing has like 4400 milliamps, so you can halfway charge the Fold 3 if worst comes to worst, and then just use it as Bluetooth. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, so anyways, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell for more content. You guys stay awesome.